For centuries, the Shroud of Turin has been a source of fascination, debate, and deep religious significance. Is this ancient cloth the true burial shroud of Jesus Christ? Or is it an elaborate medieval forgery? Today, we explore the latest scientific discoveries and shed new light on this enduring mystery. Join us as we unravel the secrets of the Shroud of Turin. The Shroud of Turin is a length of linen cloth, approximately 14 feet long and 3.5 feet wide, that bears a faint full-body image of a man who appears to have suffered crucifixion. Its earliest known appearance in recorded history dates back to the 14th century, when it was displayed in Lirey, France. However, many believe the cloth existed much earlier, possibly tracing its origins back to the time of Christ. Over the centuries, the shroud has been moved, hidden, and even caught in a fire in 1532, which left burn marks visible to this day. It now resides in the Cathedral of St. John the Baptist in Turin, Italy, where it is occasionally displayed to the public. Its rare public exhibitions attract millions of pilgrims, scholars, and skeptics alike, all seeking to witness one of history's most enigmatic artifacts. For many Christians, the Shroud of Turin is a sacred relic, believed to be the actual burial cloth of Jesus. They see it as tangible evidence of Christ's suffering, death, and resurrection. The image on the shroud, showing wounds that match the gospel descriptions of Jesus' crucifixion, strengthens this belief. Many believers argue that the image could have been miraculously imprinted on the cloth during the resurrection, serving as proof of divine intervention. However, skeptics argue that there is no definitive proof that the shroud dates back to the time of Christ. Despite this, its impact on Christian faith and devotion is undeniable. The Vatican itself has never officially declared it an authentic relic, but it has recognized its significance as an object of devotion. The shroud's mysterious image has influenced countless artists over the centuries. Some believe it inspired the traditional depictions of Jesus' face seen in Christian art. The cloth has also been referenced in literature, films, and religious studies, continuing to spark curiosity and debate. Artists throughout history have attempted to replicate the image, yet none have successfully recreated the unique features and properties of the original. One of the biggest mysteries surrounding the shroud is the formation of the image itself. Is it simply a medieval painting? Scientific analysis suggests otherwise. The image does not appear to be made of paint, dye, or pigment, and there are no visible brushstrokes. Theories suggest it may have been formed through an unknown chemical reaction or a burst of energy. Some researchers propose the idea of a short and intense light burst, similar to ultraviolet radiation, as a potential explanation. Another key question is whether the bloodstains on the shroud are real human blood. Tests indicate the presence of hemoglobin and other substances found in human blood. Additionally, forensic experts have studied the flow patterns, concluding that they are consistent with those of a man who suffered severe trauma and crucifixion. The bloodstains also contain bilirubin, a substance that increases in victims of extreme torture, which adds credibility to the claim that the person wrapped in the shroud suffered immense physical pain before death. The authenticity of the shroud remains one of the most debated topics in religious and scientific circles. Some argue that it is genuine, pointing to the consistency of the wounds with biblical accounts. Others remain skeptical, citing inconsistencies in dating and lack of conclusive evidence. Could there be an unknown method that imprinted this image on the cloth? If so, how was it achieved in an era without advanced technology? In 1988, carbon dating tests conducted by 3 independent laboratories concluded that the shroud originated between 1260 and 1390 AD. This suggested that it was a medieval creation. However, critics argue that the samples tested may have been contaminated by centuries of handling, fire damage, and restoration work. Could modern technology provide a more accurate analysis? Some researchers believe that the tested fabric came from a portion of the shroud that had been rewoven after the fire, potentially skewing the results. Interestingly, pollen samples taken from the shroud suggest it may have been in the Middle East. Certain pollen types found on the cloth are native to Jerusalem and surrounding regions, adding weight to the claim that it could date back to the time of Christ. Botanists who have studied the shroud's pollen traces believe that some of the plant species identified could only have originated in areas of Israel, further deepening the mystery. Another fascinating discovery is that the shroud's image contains three-dimensional properties. Unlike normal photographs or paintings, the image can be mapped in 3D, revealing depth and proportionality that artists of the medieval period would not have been able to create. Scientists using advanced imaging technology have found that the image retains details that respond uniquely to light and shadow, making it unlike any known artwork. Many believe the shroud is a hoax, created in medieval times as a religious relic. However, no known medieval techniques could have produced such an intricate and scientifically baffling image. Efforts to replicate the shroud using medieval methods have fallen short, leading some researchers to believe that an unknown process was used to form the image. Some suggest the shroud's image was created through natural processes, such as chemical reactions between sweat, oils, and the cloth. But these theories have not been fully proven. Additionally, attempts to replicate the image using such methods have failed to produce the same level of detail and complexity seen in the shroud. Debunking myths surrounding the shroud remains an ongoing challenge. Some claim that it was painted by Leonardo da Vinci or another skilled artist of the Renaissance, but no evidence supports this. Others propose that it was an elaborate photographic experiment centuries before photography was even invented. Despite these theories, no one has successfully recreated an identical copy of the shroud's image using available historical methods. Despite centuries of research, the shroud remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries. Modern technological advancements may one day provide more definitive answers, but for now, the shroud continues to captivate believers and skeptics alike. Will future technology finally uncover the truth? Scientists continue their quest for answers, but for now, the shroud remains an enigma, a relic that challenges science, faith, and history. Could artificial intelligence, deep scanning technology, or advanced DNA testing provide new insights into its true origins? Only time will tell. Regardless of whether one believes the shroud is an authentic relic or a medieval forgery, its impact on history, religion, and scientific inquiry is undeniable. It serves as a symbol of faith for many, while for others, it remains one of history's most compelling mysteries. What do you think? Is the Shroud of Turin a sacred relic or an elaborate forgery? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mysteries explored.